Hello good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for subscribing, for giving this video a thumbs up. God bless you. Thank you so much guys. Kindly consider watching other videos. Yeah. So guys, today I have a sad.
I got the news about a Kenyan who has died in Lebanon, and not only about a Kenyan who has died in Lebanon, also a Kenyan who has been buried in Lebanon.
This is a very complicated case. Okay, details of this girl. Her name is Jecinta Mugure Kamau. Apparently,
wako na shosh.
Yeah. Na shosh.
Na how long did Ali ka Lebanon for how long?
Okay, using exactly when I travel, but ajamaliza 1 year.
Ajamaliza 1 year. Okay, that's what because you mentioned that.
Now, what does this mean? Apparently, this girl had a brain tumor. She went to hospital. The doctors recommended a surgery, which I think was not performed yet. And then she was communicating with her sister, but then she went silent. And her sister tried looking for her through her friends. And when they went to look for her, they found that she has changed her place of job. And they continued searching for her. And she was found dead in her house. And being found dead in her house, the gap between the day she last communicated and the day she was found, it's 4 days. Like she had died, we can't say died for 4 days.
And then nitasoma comment ya Stella Wanja anasema Nelson, nasikia mwili ilikuwa imeoza kabisa, sasa kutaendaje yake. So again, that's what we are trying to figure out. Remember, Jessia shazikwa tayari, mwili imezikwa tayari. And
mi swali yangu tu ni moja, hata kama ilikuwa inapaaje,
yes, right.
Ama inapaaje, walikuwa tu na right ya kuchukua tu waenda wakazika hivyo.
Hapana. There was supposed to be again, there was supposed to be an investigation. Number 2, there was supposed to be forensics.
Because maybe, she got so badly that she could not communicate with anybody, like 3 to 4 days. Okay, this is so sad, so traumatizing. Now this girl has left behind 2 children. She was a widow. Her husband had already died. And where does this leave the children? They are left as orphans. So sad. So sad. So sad. And now, when the authorities in Lebanon found her body, they didn't contact anybody. They didn't contact her family on anything. They just buried her because apparently her body was badly decomposed. That one is very much against our Kenyan culture, against our Kenyan laws, because for us, even if somebody burns, like a house burns down and people are burnt inside that house, burnt to ashes, we will still respect their last journey and we will bury the ashes, right? But these people, just because a body has decomposed, they decide to bury it. And where have they buried it? In the border of
right there at the border, yeah, Lebanon and Syria. Yeah.
Sina any information.
So that's some intel that was sent to me, and I'm also breaking that for you to hear. Kwa hivyo pale amezikwa hata si Beirut, it's not even somewhere, ni kule Akare. Ukiangalia kwa map, it's and I'm gonna show folks on I'm gonna show people here, iko pale kabisa ukielekea Syria.
I've ever been to that place. It's a remote area, mountainous. Actually, it's very mountainous. Like that place, you see when you got there, okay, it's like a tourist destination because of the mountains. Like no people live there. It's far, like 3 hours. Okay, Lebanon is, sorry for the noise, just near the road. Lebanon is a very, very small country. It's like Nairobi city. It's even less than Nairobi city. Like it's a very, very small. Like when you travel 3 hours, you are already in the border of Israel. You travel 3 hours, you are already in the border of Syria. Okay, it's a very small country. Okay, so in those borders, even the border of Israel is much better because those parts they do farming. But the border of Israel is mountainous. Like you will see the shadow of the clouds. You see how you see the clouds are up there. When you go to the border of Lebanon and Syria, the shadow of, like, you feel like you can touch, you feel like you're in the airplane up there. You feel like you can touch the clouds. There are lights here, and you can see the shadow, you know. Yeah, it's that high, like above sea level. Do you see above sea level is up. I've been there. I've traveled to that place, and it's mountainous. It's a desert. It looks like, I don't know, but that's where they decided to take our girl. Now, let me tell you, to those of us who have been left here in Lebanon, all you who is about to come to Lebanon, one thing you should know: Kenya and Lebanon, there is no diplomatic relationship between Kenya and Lebanon. I've said this in my videos. I've said this in my other videos that Kenya, there is no Kenyan embassy in Lebanon. There is no. In case of anything, you come to Lebanon through an agent. Obviously, Kenya being Kenya, even if whatever, like, they will always have a way. Those agents, they will always have a way to traffic people to Lebanon. Yeah, that's the reality. They will always have a way to traffic people to Lebanon, and girls will still come here. Just know that if things go wrong, you are alone. Kenya, like Middle East, because even those countries where there is an embassy, like Saudi Arabia, for example, nothing is being done right to help these girls. Countries like Qatar, okay, for me, I think Qatar is much safer at least. But Lebanon, there is no embassy. Iraq, there is no embassy. Remember the case of Lucy Wamboi? She died in Iraq. They kept her body for 1 full year, and when they wanted, her family wanted, like, knew that she was dead, and they asked for 800,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah, and they changad the money. They did harambes and those fundraising, and they had the money only for them. I don't know if they sent, I don't know, only for them to receive just an email and be told that her body has already been buried. Like, they can't unbury it. I don't know. Her body never came back home. Now here we are in
Kemboi. She died in Iraq. Lucy Wambui died in, and that's one of the best examples I can give. She died in Iraq. There was suspense of foreplay. They requested for 800,000 Kenya shillings. The family did the fundraiser. Went to every government office you can think about. And I'm going to tell you this. Same scenario in Iraq.
Now here we are in Lebanon. A girl has died and she has been buried in Lebanon. Do you know the sad part? Is that this girl, okay, she had not even finished 1 year in Lebanon, and she had Kemboied, like she had run away from her employer. She was living alone. I don't know if she had experience with Gulf countries to come and run away or what, because right now, if she has not finished an year, that means she came in this year of 2022 or 2021 December or towards the end of 2021. The situation here in Lebanon, I always say the situation here in Lebanon is very, very bad. It's hard for the people in the contract. How about out there? The inflation rate is so bad. It's so bad. It's hard to survive out there when you're a Kemboi in Lebanon. It's very hard because of the economic crisis that we are facing here. Now, if you're there, I will not talk about her. May her soul rest in peace. If you're there, you want to come to Lebanon, first of all, you must know, like you must put in mind, Kenya and Lebanon, they have no relations. There is no embassy, Kenyan embassy in Lebanon. Where does that put you? That puts you in the hands of your employer. Like you're in the hands of your employer. When you come, like if you're unable to make peace, to live peacefully with your employer, I don't know, maybe if you need to go to the police. I know there are people who get helped out there and they go back home. Yeah, it doesn't mean that those who have run away, they're out there here in Lebanon, they don't go back home. No, they go. They are free tickets. They're free tickets that take people back home, like desperate cases, and they take them back home. Yeah. I don't know, we don't have deportation camp, but we have an organization. It's called This is Lebanon, which helps girls and it takes them back home. It helps with the tickets and everything and takes them back home. But that is if you're alive. Like you run away, you work there, and if you have money for the ticket, I hear it's quick to process your papers, but if you don't have, you have to wait for those free tickets and everything. Yeah. But if you run away, you get sick out there, like that is where the problem comes in. And you know, you cannot know if you will get sick. Nobody knows about tomorrow actually, so you don't know if you will get sick if you run out there. Okay, I don't say it's always perfect in the houses and there is no need for you to run away or anything. I've done a story of why girls run away. If you are new here, you can check in my videos why girls run away. So I'm not saying that it's 100% not right. It's not right, but not like 100%. If your life is not in danger and you've come to Lebanon, especially if you're new, just do your thing, do your work. After 1 year, you can say you will pay your own ticket and you go home. It's not easy. It's not easy because they have paid for your ticket, your visa for 2 years, you know. So it's not always easy. But what steps can you take if you come, like if you're coming to Gulf, let me say to Gulf, because there is no safe country, like as long as you've left your family and you've flown out, just have a person who you will be telling, who, like a close person who you will be sharing your details.
Yeah. So now the thing is, I don't even, we don't even know which the agency which she used. We don't have that record. Is that something that you can find out, at least tuangalia kama, let's say, supposedly alienda na a legal agent kama anaweza msaidia, they can help in processing her paperwork na kusaidia your family.
Maybe nitafutilie kutoka nyumbani kama kuna any kind of document or any yenye itaweza ikashow agent wake. Hapo sasa ndio nitaweza nikafanya nini, hapo sasa ndio nitaweza nikakutumanishia details za but for now sijui any legal any document kama kunayo, but sijui agent wake kwa sahi.
See. Okay, and then also the fact that she was living alone, that means aqua contract. That also crystal clear. Yeah.
Yeah, aqua contract.
Aqua. So again, there's that part. Yeah. Endelea. You wanted to say something?
When you're back home, you want to come to Gulf, have that one person who will take you to the agent. Will go with you to the agent, will know where your agent is located, the name of your agent, all those things. Because if nobody knows your agent, these days it's bad, like nikubaya. You can't just wake up and decide that I'm going to the agent, like chini ya maji, like we say, I will do everything chini ya maji. Yeah, you can do chini ya maji, because also it's not, if you really want to come and you tell everybody out there, they will discourage you. They will discourage you. So if you're determined to come, just have one confidential person. You will maybe go with them to the agent. They will see the agent, its location. They will keep in touch with this agent, and they will keep in touch with you too, like throughout. You know why? Because you don't know what will happen to you. Now, for example, this girl, they don't know her agent. They have to maybe go through her things and see if there is anything that can indicate who her agent was. But if she had shared with somebody, this is my agent, this is the number of my agent, this, this is my sponsor's name, this is my sponsor's number. Even if she came and she had shared with somebody her sponsor's name, her sponsor, like that agent already knows the sponsor, right? Yeah, so if somebody knows the agent can already produce the visa they have in their systems. Like right now, if I want my visa, the first visa I came with to Lebanon, my agent can send it to me. So the agent has these details, and I know the agent is somewhere right now, keeping quiet and hoping that nobody discovers them. Yeah, they are somewhere. It's not that they don't have these details. They do, and they know that maybe she ran away from the contract, because when you run away from the contract, your sponsor, the one who sponsored your visa, will inform the agent here in Lebanon, and then this agent will inform the agent back in Kenya, and you will be replaced, because this person paid for you for 2 years, or paid the agent for 2 years. So they will replace you with somebody. Like he will pay, the agent will pay, will replace you with somebody else. You understand? Yeah, so the agent already knows that this girl ran out of the contract, and he replaced where she was working, somebody is already working there. Now somebody is already there to replace her. Yeah, this is what happens. Now, when that happens, when you run out there, okay, living alone is not bad. You know, some people like their own space. Yeah, there are people who like their own space. But the way things are, I would advise, share like every detail. Share where you run away, where you are living, like when you change jobs. You know, out there you have that freedom of changing jobs. I can work for this house for 2 days. I feel I don't like it, I go to another one. You know, nobody will stop me, because out there you are alone. Like you have that freedom. Yeah, you have that freedom. So if you go somewhere, maybe the dalala or somebody who, you know, when you run away, obviously you are running away to somebody. You are going to stay with somebody, maybe a dalala or whatever. Share the details of your dalala. Share with somebody. Share with your closest people. Share the details of her. If you change houses, maybe you find a job, and you are living with, and you change. Maybe you don't like the place. It's not a must to like the place. You don't like the place and you decide, oh, let me change. Still, like, keep people informed, keep people posted. It will avoid a lot of problems, because somebody will always have an information about you. Then people back home, please keep checking on your friends. Keep checking. Ask me, how are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? Yeah, keep tabs. Keep checking on your friends, because it's not easy. People go crazy. People run mad. It's a very, very, very sad story. Also, always communicate with your relatives. Communicate with your family. Let them know what is happening. Okay, sometimes we don't like people to know what is happening to us. Yeah, we don't like people to know what is happening, not because we don't want, but you know, people also, they like kutangaza. Like, is it gossiping? Like, you tell somebody something and the next day everybody knows about it, you know. So some things people go through, they're not things you would want other people to know. So sometimes you just keep quiet with your own things. It's understandable. It's really understandable. But it's very sad. I don't know how to say about all this. How do you think, guys? For me, I would advise, if you are coming to Lebanon, just know that you are on your own. It's now between you and your employer. But if your life is in danger, inform people. Let people know. Let people back home know. If you choose to run away, go to the police station. If not, you want to work outside, let one person back home know that you've run away, who you are staying with. I don't know. It's very tough out here. It's tough. It's tough. Well, it's very tough. Well, may God help us. May God help us that our country is back in Africa. There will be jobs enough for everybody, so that we will not come to these countries, because some things seem spiritual. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that, but it's hard. It's hard to believe. See you guys in my next video. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. What would be your advice to somebody coming to these Gulf countries, if it's a must that you come? I won't say don't come. Personally, I won't say don't come, because I'm here. I'm here, Staki Matusi. Somebody will say, hey, you are there telling people not to come, yet you are okay. Me, I've said time and times again, Lebanon right now is facing a crisis. If you come to Lebanon, you are in the contract, don't think of running away, because out there is tough. There is no money. Economic crisis, it's very bad out there. you will not be able to even pay that ticket. No, you'll not be able to pay that ticket for yourself, you know. Yeah, it's very tough. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. See you in my next video.